Hi everybody, I'm Sunny Sidhu. Welcome back to Sclero What. On this episode of Sclero What, I'm now joined by Jennifer Schelter, who's an expert in meditation and mindfulness. What exactly does that entail?
What that entails is a process of self-awareness where we pull away gently from kind of the monkey mind, what's called the monkey mind, or fear, doubt, anxiety, all the things that human beings experience, and really look at what's possible when we're not attached to that.
So do you find a lot of people have a hard time finding that detachment between, the mind-body connection?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm become fascinated by this myself, so although I'm an expert, I feel like a beginner every day.
All right. Well, at this time, Christy McCaffrey, who's the executive director and the founder of Project Scleroderma, is going to be joining us to talk to you a little bit more about mindfulness and detaching your mind from your body, and exactly what you do here for people with chronic diseases.
Thank you so much.
So Jennifer, thank you so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate it. We wanted you to come on today to help give the patients out there an idea of how they can better counteract the stress related to chronic illness. If you could let us know whatever it is that you have in store for us. The plan is for the patients to be able to learn from this and hopefully be able to use it at home themselves.
Great. Thank you for that. I am really excited to just offer this two meditations, and it's, when I say two, there's probably parts of these meditations. So I would just recommend that who's ever watching really just take some time for themselves, so they don't have to rush through these meditations. What we'll do is we'll just have our feet flat on the ground, and the first meditation we're going to do is really geared towards anyone who has not done meditation. It's really the building blocks of meditation. Okay. So you'll just rest your hands either turned up or turned down, whatever makes you feel okay. And you could close your eyes or you could open your eyes, but depending on what really relaxes you and allows you to let go the outer edges of your awareness. So you begin slowly just to release any unnecessary judgments in the mind, and connecting to your breath, allowing yourself to feel your stomach, your chest, your lungs fully expand. And a natural breath really is when the stomach and the chest and the lungs fully expand. So on the inhale, everything expands and opens. And on the exhale, everything relaxes. And there's no force here, there's no manipulation, and there's no sense of perfection. You're just naturally breathing in and out. And just take a moment to notice what's in your awareness today, especially any judgments against the self or any longings or yearnings of the future or the past, but coming back into really the present moment, just noticing where you are and not judging it either way, just noticing where your mind is going, what thoughts are going through your awareness. And noticing that there's a difference between thoughts that are going through the mind, and they'll pass across your consciousness like ticker tape, or if you like fish in a aquarium, you'll just see all and feel all these thoughts, and then you'll be aware that your body is below this mind, and your body has this incredible intelligence. You don't have to work at breathing, and you don't have to work at digesting your food. Your body does these things naturally. You never have to work at falling in love with somebody. You're just simply aware of what you're attracted to naturally through your body and what feels safe. So dropping down into your heart area, just becoming aware of your heart. Take a good deep breath in and gently just say to yourself quietly the word hush, as if you were just calming a baby to sleep. And let yourself feel your body. And take another nice deep breath in. And gently just saying hush to your mind, to your thoughts. Bringing that sense of loving kindness or compassion to yourself. Just noticing where your thoughts are and dropping back down into the heart, into the awareness of your body. In this meditation, we'll take it one step further. We'll inhale the mantra, which is known as the loving kindness meditation or metta meditation. You're inhaling a sense of loving kindness towards yourself. As you inhale, you're aware of the sensation of being kind to yourself. The sensation, the feeling tone in the body of being kind to yourself, loving to yourself. And you notice any resistance that the mind might have to being loving. And instead you just exhale and drop down into the body again. And you just run that through your breath a few times as you inhale, saying the word loving kindness to yourself. And then as you exhale, loving kindness to yourself. Now, depending what experiences we've had with the word love, this is not romantic love. We're not talking about romantic love. We're talking about the sort of the beloved deep friendships, the deep friendships or kindness that we find with perhaps a lifelong teacher or a great friend, or maybe it's we find that loving kindness in our pets. We find that loving kindness maybe in a family member. But there's a sense of tenderness to that word love. It's like a freedom, a kindness. Lastly, in this meditation, we'll just take a moment to say to ourselves, I love and approve of myself just as I am. I love and approve of myself just as I am. As the mind has a tendency to want to judge what we look like, what we sound like, how much money we earn, whether we're productive or not, the mind wants to judge everything about ourselves. From the color of our hair, to the age that we are, to how much food we eat. The mind is constantly judging and assessing. So what we're doing is we're interrupting that pattern for a moment to build that sense of inner reserve of love and kindness towards the self. So I'll just be quiet just for about 30 seconds so you can repeat to yourself or just be with, I love and approve of myself just as I am. Take a good deep breath in and just gently say yes to yourself silently. Essentially, when we're meditating, we're taking the word courage. The word courage in French is cœur. It means heart. So we're taking the full embodiment of courage. Courage is when we are embodied, when we honor our body, when we honor our full self, when we honor any of the resistance that arises. We say yes to the resistance, and we say yes to anything that arises. I love and approve of all of the whole self. So just notice what you may be aware of now. And before you open your eyes, remind yourself that the brain really seeks three things. It seeks safety, approval, and control. So before you open your eyes, gently say to yourself, I have safety, approval, and control in this moment, being kind and loving to myself. And noticing what you're aware of or what you're teaching yourself on that internal space, that space of beauty, that space where real education arises. You're drawing your awareness from inside. There's no one telling you what to do. It's actually your genius, your beauty, and all that you are from the inside out. Take a good deep breath in. Exhale the breath. And when you're ready, just slowly open your eyes.
That was nice. And I think that this is really, it's important maybe to point out that for people who are dealing with chronic illness, this is a really great tool on a daily basis to maybe take you outside of or away from the pain for a minute, or away from the stress of the disease.
Yeah.
This isn't going to feel comfortable for everybody right off the bat. I think it's also important that we point that out.
I think that's a good point.
You know, it's comfortable for me because I practice it myself, but the reason I really wanted to share this with the scleroderma community is because I do know the benefit that anyone can receive from doing this type of work, but especially when you're dealing with the mental and emotional stress of chronic illness, in conjunction with the physical pain of this disease. That if they're willing to try it and see if it makes a difference for them, I think they'll find that it could really transition things for them. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome.